My friend. Today we're going to talk about intermediate bass. I have a 5-string. If you've got a 4-string, no problem. We're just going to be talking about fretboard recognition. First things first. You get that pesky light out of my way. Second, I'm going to talk about how we see this thing in quadrants. First fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret requires our first fingers. Thumb should be directly in the middle on the back. You can choose to keep your fingers down, which is a sketch, or you can pick them up individually and just make sure that you're hovering right above the fret, not pulling your fingers off in the middle of Nowheresville. The idea about this is when we play 1, 2, 3, 4, we are playing the smallest distance between two notes, called a minor second, at least in the Western ear. What we try to do is put all the nuances and technique and all that stuff that you're learning how to do, like our single strokes, pulling through, knowing what a harmonic is, being able to do slides, doing pull-offs, hammer-ons, pop, weird Les Claypool. So the idea is once you get a couple technique ideas down, you're doing some intermediate stuff, right? You're playing some genres. You've got at least like rock and roll, blues. Maybe you're doing jazz and bossa nova. So fun. You really get to get the percussive aspect. This video is not that. This video is boring. If you don't want to practice the bass and get better at it, this video is not for you. Bye. If you are still here, welcome. What we do is we do 1, 2, 3, 4 on each one of these strings with each finger. I would never play a bass just with one finger, but if you have a finger that's hurting and you know how to differentiate between all of your fingers, guess what? You don't have to play with your pinky. You can play with all the other fingers, right? But I would never leave a finger out. In fact, if you play with only a pinky, you get really good at hearing notes. Oops, wrong finger. Anywho, it's hard to play with just one finger. You will build calluses through this technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are many different teachers and many different ways of doing this, but when I talk about practicing the practice of practice, this is what I'm talking about. Going through all of your fingers, all of your frets. This not only makes you a stronger player because you can play and press down every single note in between the middle frettings, but you can also see this as having an open note. Open 1, 2, 3, 4. One pinky extension goes to the next note, which happens to be the string right above. And that's how we know that if you play the 5th fret on the B, you should hear an E for the open string above it. And if they're not in tune, like there, you fine tune it. Ta-da! When we do the E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, it's the A string above. A, B, flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D string above. Then we have a D, D sharp, or E flat, E, F, F sharp, and then a G, G is above, and then we have G, G sharp, A sharp, B, then C. If you didn't understand what I'm saying, there are 7 notes in a diatonic scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. When we play these 7 magical notes, there are notes in between them. However, if we think about this as going up sharply and then falling flatly, we can describe each regardless of their enharmonic equivalency. Meaning, pick a string, any string. Cool, the A string. If we play A and go to A sharp goes to a B, then B sharp. It's also known as C, but it is a B sharp. C sharp, and then a D. D goes to D sharp, then to E, then to E sharp. Well, E sharp is F. So when we go to F sharp, G, G sharp, and A, what we've essentially done is gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 quadrants. Each one of these has practicality and purpose when looking for patterns. We're not getting into how to play patterns right now. That's for another lesson that we talk about how to view all songs through the eyes of the major, and then alter that if you want a different major mode, like Lydian or Mixolydian. When we go to the minor modes, we work on different ones like melodic and harmonic. But again, this is all the technical stuff for modal and theory. What we're talking about today is you should know your fretboard. So here's how I learn my fretboard. Check it out. I go all the way from open, all the way to the 12, and then back down. I name each one sharps going up and flats going down. My low string is the B. Sounds like this. So I'm gonna play B to B sharp or C. C sharp, D, D sharp, E, E sharp or F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp or B flat, B. Here I am. I'm gonna go all the way back down because I know that when I keep going from 12, it continues, just like playing open. B, C, C sharp, D, so on and so forth. So when I go down, I say B, a B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F. When we do the F, we go down to F flat, but that's an E. We do an E flat, D, D flat, C, and then C flat. Well, C flat is a B. That's my lowest string. The next one, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then finger extension for A sharp, B, B sharp is a C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. That should be my 12th fret. Check the octave for the P8. I can't help but play. E goes back down to E flat, which you should know is a D sharp. When we go here to a D, then we have a D flat, C, C flat is a B. Then we're gonna be going down again, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, and then we're gonna have an F, and then F flat. F flat is an E. The next string, we have the A sharp, B sharp is a C, C, and you know, this feels a lot like our B string because we're quite literally just up by 2 notes. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G, G sharp, A flat, G, G flat, F, F flat, E flat, D, D flat, C, C flat, B flat, A. What I just did, of course, going up in sharps, down in flats. The last string is going to be, well, no, second to last. We have our D, D sharp, E sharp is our F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. We're gonna hit our C, or our B sharp, C sharp, D, boom, 12th fret. Nice, D, D flat. When we go here, we're gonna be going down to our C. C is gonna go to a C flat, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F flat, or the E flat, and D. And then lastly, the string that's the highest in tonality, the 1 string, the G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E sharp is F, F sharp, G, G flat, F flat is our E flat, D flat, C flat is a B. And then we're gonna play our B flat, A flat, and G. Next, do them in octaves. Work yourself all the way up your fretboard playing on your B. Compound octaves! You can also go down. Name them. B, B, C, C, C sharp, D, D. When you keep going through these, make up a funny song or something. You'll always remember them after you do this one time. If you do it 5 minutes a day for 1 month, mind-blowingly good after that. And honestly, play any note, look at it or not, you could always go, oh, I can know that's an E flat. You play this note down here, you're like, that's a G major, G minor. The next step is taking these silly notes, learning a little theory, and putting them together with something we call tertiary harmonies. So you can say G, B, D, C, E, G, G, B, D, C. Thou the one and stole my heart. What do you think of there, Jerry? Is that Jerry? No, it's just random. Generic. Ow! If you enjoyed today, please subscribe. Put something cool in the comment section. Send this to somebody you like, somebody you don't like. Just as long as they play bass. One last thing. Open 1, 2, 3, 4 is a great way to see all of the notes below the 5th fret. When we go to the 5th fret, we have, of course, our secondary quadrant, 5, 6, 7, 8, but kind of see it as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. both our first finger and our pinky get to have 2 extra frettings. That means that when we go to 9, 10, 11, and 12, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You'll be surprised how this leads into being able to move flawlessly between one quadrant to another, no matter what you're doing. So if you're grooving on like a funk groove, you can use the simplicity, and I know it seems overwhelmingly complex, but it is not. Using just a pop system, and then being able to name them out as saying as such. B, D, E, A, G, A, D, G. See where I'm going with this? Not only is it great to know what the names of the notes are, but it helps you when you're starting to see writing melody lines or doing chord analyzation for other things. Now that is advanced bass playing, but what are we doing but guiding ourselves towards that advanced adventure? I hope you dug this. As I said, subscribe, send it to somebody. Aloha.